amidst the festivities to bring you a little bit of fashion. So I invited a friend of mine, a lady who I admire for her way of adorning herself, Fredericka Nixon, and I'm going to just go off the top and appoint her the Minister of Fashion, okay? So this episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about fashion and how church girls, Christian girls, saved sisters can look nice. So welcome, Freddie.
Thank you, Shereen, for having me.
Yes, indeed. And listen, this young lady knows how to dress. In addition to dressing, she knows how to help others put their best face forward when it comes to how they adorn themselves. I met Freddie some years ago, and we sang together in praise and worship team. And eventually she became the lady who made sure that the praise team looked as though they carried the glory of God. You know what I mean? And from then, I realized that this wasn't just something that Freddie did, but it was something that was in her heart. It was a God-given gift that He had placed on her life to show us who represent God, to represent Him in the way we live. So it's almost like from the inner now being shown on the out. And Freddie's going to share with us this holiday just how we can go ahead and do that in taste and in fashion. Freddie, welcome. And so back.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and Freddie's going to, we're going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to set the foundation of why Freddie is here. And I'm going to show you how this gift of hers just isn't something that she picked up, but it was something that was placed in her heart, and it's a God-given gift. Now, in the Bible, you don't see the gift of fashion as one of the gifts, right? But when we think about the gifts that God has given us, because God is such a creator, and He's a creative, He gives us giftings in their own unique way. Freddie, when did you discover that fashion was a gift for you, something that God has given you Himself?
So I believe fashion chose me. And why I said that is because growing up, you do what you see, right? And for me, it was my mom. Right? That was my foundation.
Yeah.
I would say because when we were growing up, she had 3 to 4 dresses.
Okay.
And she would rotate those dresses for church, and every time she wear those dresses, it was like she was wearing it new for the first time, right? So I saw what she was able to do with the little that she had. And not only that, as we would prepare for church, or we would prepare for school, or any event that we had to do, we would prepare the night before. She taught us to prepare the night before. So we would lay out what it is we're going to wear, lay out your dress, your ribbons to match, your stockings, even down to the underwear, right?
We gotta go. We know what we see now. Why that's coming up, okay?
Right? So that taught me to be prepared.
Yes.
And I think that's when I got this little matchy type energy from, right?
Yeah.
Everything have to match, right? So with that, I transcended into my adulthood, teenagehood. Even in college, I would have people coming to me, Freddie, I'm help me put this together, or let's go shopping. I picking you up so you could help me prepare for this event. And it became a thing.
Yeah.
It became a thing. So I think that was my foundation, and it just stuck with me. Like you mentioned earlier, I started styling church. Teams, groups, for photo shoots, for pageants, work corporate events, family events. Don't let somebody die, God forbid. Freddie would be married.
Okay.
So I became that person. And I love doing it. I love doing it. I believe for me, when you step out, you should represent your best self.
Yes.
You should look good. When you look good, you feel good.
Yes, that's true.
Right? So that is, I would say in a nutshell, my foundation.
Yeah. Freddie has fashion as a passion. shared with her at one time. I remember this moment when I think it might have been during COVID, and I posted a picture. I don't know if Freddie saw the picture, but I was sharing with her why I never showed the picture. There was an orange dress. I think it was my 30th birthday, and it was an orange dress that I put on, and some sort of how we got to talking, and I shared with her how being in the church, I did not think that that dress was a representation of how church girls were to dress. Now, I was wearing the dress, I was covered, and it was then that Freddie started to minister to me, stating that once you're covered, and that sometimes you have to show your best self. I covered a lot of what I had, what the Lord had blessed me with. I covered that up, and you covered up the understanding that you have when you're younger. That you have to wear long, fitted, big baggy. You had that type of mentality, and I used to love me a long skirt. So yeah, to this day, my sisters are like, Shereen, to show a little bit of knee, you know what I mean, and keep it tasteful. But when you're young, you don't kind of tie that to the level of confidence you have. Okay, so share with us, Freddie, how indeed, when you represent yourself on the upward, it is an example of growth. And how does confidence and clothing stand together?
It definitely connects. Before you step in the room, someone can see based on what you wear. Your clothes will talk to you without you even having to open them, right? And I say that to say this. I'll share a quick story. About a few months ago, like about 2-3 months ago, I was asked to sit in an executive meeting. High level, very high level, senior executives, and my role there was just to observe. I didn't have to say a word, just observe, right? And in that meeting, you know, as they started, they would introduce themselves. And before they was able to get to me just to say, introduce myself, I am here, one of the senior executives, she said, oh, we have Freddie today. What if I know Freddie was coming? I probably would have dressed up a little better. So I'm there like, okay, right? And she said, one thing she knows that every time she sees me, the way that I display myself is very confident, and she loves the way that I dress. And of course, you know, for a solid girl like myself, you know, I represent a certain way with a certain standard. So then that opens the voices of others around, affirming what she said. I just was there smiling like, wow. It was like, I left that meeting like, boy, it's important to, you know, we are branding, and you never know that what I'm doing is holding other people accountable. She in there, this big executive in my mind, they're on me. Have this effect on you. So definitely what you wear is connected to your confidence.
I think you set standards. That's something that goes beyond just the meeting. You set standards. There are a lot of persons who observe the way you look, and then they either come to you and say, oh, yeah, I feel like this, you know. And a lot of times when two persons look at you, they see the confidence. And as women, we want to have that confidence as well. So it's like nothing to come and be like, okay, so what do you think about this? You know, that's our little way of trying to get your brain,
for sure.
You know, and kind of pick what you're thinking and what you would suggest. Because persons respect those type of things. And looking at you on the outward, you can tell that indeed she is a confident woman. She carries herself as a representation of women on the whole, of all sides. Whenever she dresses. So I wanted to share, Freddie, and seeing that you bring the, you know, the plus size. Consider is it plus size?
Plus size, curvy, chunky girls, all that as a raw.
Thank you.
You name it. I bring it.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I love it. So how important is it to be able to do for your size? One time ago, I don't know if you remember those little like spandex skirts, and they like one size fits all. That's what I'm thinking. But they have in the stores, truthfully, you would see sections that say one size fits all. Now, what, Minister Hunter, is your take on the one size fits all?
One side.
And
But I would say dress for your body type,
yeah,
right? It's important that the goal is to enhance
Yeah.
you and health, right? So everybody don't have the hourglass shape. Some people got to be, some people slim and trim. But that's okay.
Yeah.
You just utilize, work with what you have, right? So for a petite person, I suggest wearing like dresses that are maybe to your knee or a little midsection. Some long can work. High-waisted items, high-waisted skirts, pants. You could wear those type of items. Like for a curvy person, vertical line.
okay.
For a curvy person, vertical lines. I would say blazers to enhance your physique. And high waist pants as well. And then you have the slim and tall persons. They look the best. So stripes. So it's just working and enhancing your body. Like, so for example, midsection. It's not much work. So what I suggest, a person's like that, yes, you may want that on, but you can enhance it with the belt. And they have these belts now
Yeah,
with the little
yeah.
peplum.
Yeah,
So it can kind of
yeah.
camouflage that
Yeah,
area.
I got you.
So, you just make it work. I like to purchase things and just add to it, to customize it to my liking. So you can do that with the one size fits all. You can put a blazer over it, something, just to make it work for you.
Freddie, I want to ask you. I don't know how many people have the correct interpretation of the word petite. Okay, when you say petite, what do you mean by petite?
Like a small statue,
Okay.
right? More shorter than the average height. That's when I say petite, that's what I mean.
Okay. Just so, because I learned that later.
Oh.
I don't know what size I thought I was until one time shopping, I was like, what's on it? PL. You know what I mean? Like, petite. And I realized when I tried those type of clothes on, the pants fit me better. Okay? It wasn't as long and I didn't have to go and hem it.
Right.
So all of these little things are important things to consider your height. Yeah. I wanted to share also that one of the things that while we were in ministry together,
I know what you're gonna say.
that Freddie would always tell us as praise and worship ministers was to make sure you check the undergarments. It's the undergarment. It's the undergarments. Now, to me, it was always a slip and a tights. Because, back when you were younger, it was a singlet and your stockings and your tights. That type of thing when we were younger. But getting older, it was just for me making sure that I had a slip on all the time. Okay? Right. Share with us this special passion you have about a woman ensuring that her undergarments are in order first.
Question for you. To build a house is 5 stages,
Yes.
right? What is the most important stage of building that house?
The foundation.
Foundation. So for me, you transcend that into clothing. The foundation is needed for what's coming in,
Yeah.
what you have in, for outside to be smooth and to look the way that you need it, right? And with the foundation, when building the foundation, which you need tools, right?
Yeah.
So the undergarments,
Uh-huh.
they are our tools
Yeah.
for our clothing to be successful,
Yeah.
right? So it don't make no sense. You could have the best clothes laid on the bed the night before, like we spoke about. And when you wear it, everything everywhere. We want a more polished finish, a more smooth finish, and we don't want to, in ministry, we don't want to be a distraction. So I think for me, I preach that. You want the right cloth. Oh God, let's not talk about the panty. Can you talk about the panty? The lines, it's a distraction. So let's make sure we take care of what's underneath before we put on our garments or our clothing to step out in the public sector.
Stay tuned, everyone. What we just spoke about, you're going to see practically. We will be right back.
With an array of vibrant, bright, beautiful colors and an assortment of hedges perfect for the lawn in my front yard. This place has everything I need. Hibiscus all year round and seasonal plants for every season under the sun. The Garden of Eden indeed.
Beautify your home, add variety to your garden here at the Garden of Eden Plant and Nursery Store. Located Swordfish Drive, Stapleton Gardens. A world of natural beauty.
Specializing in landscape design, landscape installation, and interior-scape services.
Hello everybody, welcome back to this segment or this portion of Simpsons Rated. As you can see, we kind of changed up our look. As I mentioned, it is the festive holiday season and every girl needs to sparkle every once in a while. But Freddie, before we go into the looks that you want to share with us for the set, what are some of the staples when we talk about fashion? What does a girl need to have in a closet all year round?
For sure, that's a good question. So for sure, you need a black dress. Church, work, any regular event, you always need 1 or 2 pairs of black dress, right? As we get down into the holiday season, we know red is the staple color. Green, you can accentuate green. Kelly green, or my favorite, a hunter green.
Yes.
Right? And definitely sparkle, like you mentioned. Glitz, glam, parties, events, everything is happening during the Christmas time. So it's bright, it's festive, so you want to dress up with that sparkle.
Freddie, no, you're talking about Christmas time, and people often always associate, it's kind of changed so many years, red and green. What are some of the Christmas color combos that we see, or holiday color combos that we see that's popular nowadays?
Well, Green, Joseph out of Coke. I have a jumpsuit of many colors, right? So during the Christmas time, I love the burgundy. I pair that with gold. I can pair burgundy with hunter green as well. I like the red, of course, you stick with the staple. And I pair that with gold as well. Gold is like the accent color. As well as royal blue. When people hear me say royal blue, they think I'm biased. Okay. That's my favorite color. But royal blue is royalty. Right? So I think those are nice colors during the Christmas season.
Okay, not bad. So what we're going to do now is to put some of what you said to us into picture form. Okay, we're going to bring back one of Freddie's friends. I'm not sure her name yet.
Miss Fredericka Payne.
Yes, and she's going to be our model today, and she's going to show some of the examples of what Freddie is sharing with us today. Okay, and we're going to look at a work transitional look. Then we're going to go into, of course, the glitz and the glamour. Okay, and Freddie's going to do that, and she's going to show us how to accessorize and accentuate for our body. And oh, don't forget the red. Okay, we're doing color red.
Yes.
So sit back, relax, and pay attention to the hints and tips that Freddie's going to share.
Don't forget to switch it up.
For the very first time ever on Sitting with Cherie, our first fashion segment, yes, with the Minister of Fashion, Freddie herself. Freddie, take us into the first look for the holiday that we're going to be looking at.
We're going to show you a classic look. We know that red is the classic color of the holiday season. So our model is going to be wearing a red bodycon dress with some fancy ruching to the bottom of the dress. And we are going to pair that with gold accessories. Remember I mentioned earlier, red and gold is a nice combination during the holiday season.
And gold is that with the best thing to accentuate colors with.
Yes.
Okay. So our model.
Okay, so our model is Miss Fredericka Payne, and like I mentioned, she is wearing a red bodycon dress with some sheer sleeves and the ruching to the bottom, and we're pairing it with the gold clutch, strappy gold heels, and some subtle gold earrings. And of course, we have to make sure that face is beat, right? So she has on a soft glam look today, with gold red lips to complement her dress.
Skin color, the red is so very nice. The color is so brown. So with this next look, it looks like we're keeping in the sparkles, or we're topping up on the sparkles. Share with us what this look is all about.
Okay, so we know sparkle is the theme.
Yes, I love the sparkle.
Glitz, glam, everything.
Yes.
So this look, she's going to be wearing a jumpsuit, a sequins champagne gold jumpsuit. Remember we spoke about the gold and the red. So we're going to see it the opposite way now.
Nice.
So she's going to be wearing a sequins jumpsuit, like I mentioned, and we're going to accessorize it with red.
Okay.
So she'll have on red strappy heels as well as a red purse.
All keeping in the holiday spirit, right? Yes. Now, Freddie, talking to you some time back, you said something, but you don't forget that bag. What was that that tip that you gave me the other day? Always bring the bag. Don't forget that clutch.
Oh, don't forget that clutch.
Yes, don't forget that clutch.
Yeah.
Okay, Freddie, so when we were in a break, you mentioned something that I think the world needs to hear. Go ahead and share what you said about taking up your faith in the work.
Okay, so we were speaking about the body types again, right? And I made up in my mind when I was younger. I was always a chunky girl. I couldn't run from it, right? So I said, well, if I'm going to be here on this world taking up a little more space than the average person, I have to look good.
Why not, right? Okay, Freddie, share with us what this last look is all about.
Okay, so we know during the holiday times, we get a lot of events, we get booked. So we have to kind of enhance our day and combine all efforts, right?
Yeah.
So we will have a day look and a night look wearing the same dress.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
So our model will be wearing a black and white dress, which is, we know that black and white is like an effortless combination during the holiday season. It gives you a polish, a rich look, sophisticated. So what she has on today is a black and white dress, and we pair it with a black and white purse and her black strappy heels for her day look. And of course, if she's going to the corporate office, she has to have on those glasses, right? Yes. So that is our day look for this black and white combo.
Let's get ready. Try the night look.
Yes. Okay, so for the night look, we are going to accessorize. So we know that accessories define your style and it expresses your personality. So with this look, we are going to add a black and white pearl tie,
Yes, I love that.
as well as a black and white hat. We noticed that the model, she changed into stockings,
Yes,
and she put on her pumps, and she also has a black, and she changed her purses.
Yes. Okay, so Frankie, let's talk about this bag. So I'm loving the entire look, but this bag is gorgeous.
So remember, we say accessories, it pulls everything
Yes.
together. So she has a black and white clutch. Remember, we talked about the clutch. Going back to the clutch, she changed from her regular day purse to a clutch, and the bag has crystals. It has the color block look with the black and white that ties the entire outfit together.
I know in one of the you shared with us that it's basically never too much. Because one time ago, pearls, rhinestones, those things were considered.
This is the holiday season.
Uh-huh.
We freak out during this
Yeah.
time, right? We do as we see fit, and
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
enhance and we go.
At the end of the day, what's important is that you wear the clothes.
And wear it with what? Confidence.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Once again, ladies, gentlemen, that has been Sitting with Shireen, the episode where we sat with the Minister of Fashion, and she would have shared with you some of the looks for this holiday season. Step out in style and in confidence. That is it here for Sitting with Shireen for this segment with Minister of Fashion, Fredericka Nixon. Thank you so much.